stay as long as we can. As long as we can. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives. And the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back, just shaking our heads. But right now we're too fast to slow down, just slow down, just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age. Just acting our age.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two very good defenses on the field today. Both rank in the top 10 in fewest yards allowed, and each wants to prove that it's no fluke. The Raiders are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Texans, who will need to find a way to move the football. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Houston Texans and our home team. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. Let's go. Green 39, Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raiders defense getting ready. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Now the first 2 series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down. You gave up a touchdown. You can't do it again. You have to dig in, grit it out, and fight it out. Reset buttons. It's driving everybody crazy. There are no reset buttons when you're playing in this game.
Preach, Chucky. Preach. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's got his man on the out route. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the cutback to the sideline. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Well, he told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, That complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Hang on now. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And this is going to carry well into the end zone. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. All right, here we go. Blue, line it. Blue, line it.
They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown. A big play there. Doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as that is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Let's go.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. That was a nice completion on an out route. And those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And now here's a carry heading left. And a cut to the left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye, and they'll run it here. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And Lambeau will put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they'll go on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Raiders a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And an alley to run. That one goes for 24 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside, they can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And Cooks has it over the middle. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans defense, we watch them get set to go. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others. I have a feeling that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Still 3rd down.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Watch it now, Barney!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
You remember Timmy Jernigan at Florida State. His stoutness that was so impressive there, it still comes into play in the NFL, doesn't it?
If you call stout 300 pounds, and I do, then yes.
Used it well on that play and made a nice tackle for a loss.
Here we go!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Well, they have the yards anyway, so they're going to decline the penalty. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball?
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Holding offense.
So we've reached halftime here in Oak. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now a handoff as they run left side. Cut back, left sideline. And touchdown! A great effort there. 49 yards. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And now here's a carry heading left. Room here to run. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Here we go. The green 39. Green 39.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's brought down.
Right.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Let's go. Green 39.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's caught left side by Cooks. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Surveying the field. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Four down. Alert. All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Defense.
Here we go now. Look at 56.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Offense. The penalty is declined.
Here's the Raiders punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Returnable here from the 38. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Texans take possession. The Raider defense now, here they are as they get ready to trot back onto the field. Forced the fumble last time, up on the scoreboard, things going their way.
Things are rocking easy now, and they feel good about themselves, confident, taking the ball away in the last possession. They're going to try and do it again.
So let me ask you, can you be playing free and that can be good, or it can also become bad, right?
I like the way you put it. You're exactly right. It can work both ways. Sometimes you get too loose and give up big plays and not handle your responsibilities. But oftentimes when you're playing free and easy and locked in, as they are today, you see the end result.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened. This really nicely executed curl route.
Double tight. Double tight. No. 3 down. 3 down. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll run it here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. He'll look to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Detroit! Detroit! 39! Here we go! Green 39! Green 39! Leopard! Leopard! Watch the whip! Here we go! Green 39!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. They'll look to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Well, as the play call comes in on third down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Willie Brown, the one to make the tackle. So fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And the ball is knocked out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for a stride.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape of this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. So here we go, first and 10 now. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Time for a break. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is going to lose yardage here. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. And to give this time to the tailback. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Texans defense stands tall. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. 5 yards to gain here on 3rd down.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they get 14 yards there and a 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's caught left side by Cooks. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. 2nd down following the incompletion. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5.